heading into this season, the entire hockey world has been counting down the days until Connor Bedard steps on the ice for his first game. And who better to face off against than Sidney freaking Crosby? And what's crazy is that Bedard wasn't even born when Sidney Crosby was drafted. And with that, do we need to temper our expectations on Bedard? Or is this kid gonna walk in and light the lamp? So, let's take a look at some of the most shocking ups and downs from previous first overall pick debuts. Can you name a crazy debut from a prospect? Comment down below. We are on the road to 100,000 subscribers, and I would really appreciate the support. Back in 2012, we would see the fail for Nail sweepstakes, where the Oilers would win the draft lottery 3 years in a row and draft Nail Yakupov, a kid that was said to be the next Pavel freaking Bure. However, in the 2012-2013 season, we would see a 34-game lockout. But in that time, Yakupov would go to the KHL, where he would put up an impressive 9 goals, 18 points in 20 games. For some perspective, Alex Ovechkin had 15 points in 40 KHL games in his rookie season. Nail was looking legit, and in his debut, he would finish as a -2 in a 3-2 win. However, in Game 2, Slafkovsky would feed him a freshly baked biscuit.
From the corner, played across, scores, and there's Nail Yakupov's first NHL goal!
Where Yakupov would score his first goal on a one-timer. And a few days later, Nail Yakupov would score his notorious game-tying goal.
Here's a shot, rebound, scores! Nail Yakupov!
Where the man would win the Stanley Cup 3 games into the season. Amazing! Look at that passion! And in his first 6 games, Nail would score 4 goals. All of the questions surrounding Nail would be put aside. The hype was real. In his first 10 games, he would put up a respectable 5 goals, 8 points. However, rumors would come out that Nail wasn't listening to coaches. He was a man who thought he had all the talent in the world, so why would he listen to coaches? I mean, he couldn't really speak English, so that could have been an issue.
We win first, we win Canada. Second, we win Canada. Third, we win in 80,000 peoples.
Where he would have great glimpses of stardom, and then stretches where he was invisible. He would finish the last 2 games with 5 goals, as he would cap off his rookie debut with a hat-trick against the Canucks, where Nail would finish 5th in Calder voting, and Yakupov's most productive year was his rookie season, as he put up 17 goals, 31 points, and the lockout-shortened season, as Yakupov is another prime example of how a kid with unlimited potential had his career ended from his inability to listen to instruction, went from looking like a superstar in his first 6 games, to being crowned as the biggest bust in NHL history. In 2015, the Oilers would draft the next generational star, Connor McDavid. And in his debut, McDavid would have a rough performance. Veteran defensemen were shutting him down on his rush attempts. He would go 3 for 13 on faceoffs and end the game pointless. And in Game 2, McDavid would go pointless again. Believe it or not, fans and analysts would begin to doubt the hype of McDavid. This writer from Sports Illustrated would say, McDavid looked thoroughly overwhelmed in his second game. His tentative first step had been a glaring disappointment. Where finally, in Game 3, McDavid would score his first NHL goal on a point shot deflection that would gently graze McDavid's tip.
Zechariah keeps it in, lets the shot go and score!
But the next game, he would go pointless, where he would start his career with 1 point in 4 games and a -5, which goes to show that even if you're arguably the greatest prospect of all time, success doesn't come instantly. But after Game 5, McDavid would begin to take over games, but he would get his rookie season ended, where he would finish the season with 48 points in 45 games. But get this, Connor McDavid would finish 3rd place in rookie voting, as he would fall behind Artemi Panarin, which I mean, makes sense. But the head scratcher to me at least was Shane freaking Gostisbehere, who would finish 2nd. And as of today, McDavid would have his best year last season with an astonishing 64 goals, 153 points. Crazy. So the question is, will McDavid top his season last year? In 2016, the Toronto Maple Leafs would draft Auston Matthews, aka Pablo Escobar. Some people think Pablo passed away, but no, he plays for the Toronto Maple Leafs, the perfect cover-up. And heading into the season, Matthews was a fascinating prospect. Instead of taking the traditional NCAA route, Pablo would decide to go to Switzerland, where he would set goal-scoring records. But with that, it was hard to project how that goal scoring would translate to the NHL level. However, my God, did he perform. Halfway into the first, Matthews would score. And boom, first NHL goal. Later into the first period, we would see Matthews show off his strength as he would strip Karlsson of the puck.
Great work, he gets free, shoots, scores!
And tuck in a cheeky 5-hole goal. To start the second period, Morgan Riley would feed Matthews a perfect pass from the corner. Matthews would load up.
Puck out in front, Matthews scores! A hat-trick! Oh my goodness!
And snipe low glove. Boom! Hat-trick goal. But the man wasn't finished. No. To end the second period, Matthews would barrel down the ice on a 2-on-1. Nylander would sauce Matthews a pass over the defender's stick.
Nylander moving in, works it across in front, he scores!
And Matthews would deflect it in, where he would end his debut with a record-setting 4 goals. And he would cap off his rookie campaign with a 40 goal, 69 points. Nice, good enough to take home the Calder. His best season was in 2022 with a 60 goal, 106 point season, as Pablo Matthews has continued to revolutionize how players shoot pucks. His ability to change the angle while maintaining perfect control has truly been a game changer. 2019, the New Jersey Devils would draft Jack Hughes. And my God, was his introduction rough. As Hughes would finish his debut as a -1, was getting shut down by the opposing team shift after shift, where he would then proceed to go pointless in the next 6 games. And around this time, well, the whole season, fans were calling Jack Hughes a bust. He was the first player in draft history to be taken first overall directly from the National Development Program. So why didn't he spend a year in the NCAA? And not until Game 7 would Hughes get his first point, as we would see a double deflection play.
Keep it alive for Tennyson. Tennyson with a shot. They score! Traffic in front.
And based on his reaction, I think Hughes thought he scored his first goal, but he would end up assisting on the game winner. And 2 days later, we would see Jack and Quinn match up for the first time in their career. And on a power play late in the first, Taylor Hall would make a beautiful pass to Jack Hughes.
Takes it wide, hooks one across, Hughes scores! First career goal for Jack Hughes!
Where he would have to reach back to accept the pass, load up that sucker, and snipe in his first career goal. But Jack Hughes would go on to have a rough rookie season. In fact, it was the worst rookie season from a first overall pick in league history, as he would finish with 21 points in 61 games. He wouldn't even receive a single Calder vote. However, this past season, after 3 years of building up strength, Jack Hughes would put up a career-high 43 goals, 99 points, which goes to show that prospects cannot be written off at age 18. Every player has a different trajectory, and some players have huge ceilings. And to unlock that potential, it takes time, strength building, and opportunity. In 2020, the Rangers would draft Alexis Lafreniere, where it got rough, as Laf would finish his debut as a -1 in a loss against the Islanders, where he would then proceed to go pointless in his first 6 games. And in Game 7, Laf would score his first goal in an iconic fashion, as he would go on a 2-on-1 with Colin Blackwell. He would receive the pass.
He scores his first NHL goal!
And score the OT winner on a zesty snapshot. But he would proceed to go pointless the next 8 games, meaning he had 1 point in his first 15 games, where he would cap off his rookie season with 21 points in 56 games. Where just like Hughes, Laf would not receive a single Calder vote. In this past season, Laf would have a career-high 39 points. With that being said, Lafreniere is a jack-of-all-trades kind of player. He plays with grit, has hockey IQ and a good shot, and I think with more opportunity, Laf can be a great 60, 70-point player who plays a 2-way game. In 2022, we would see the Canadiens shock the hockey world, as they would select Juraj Slafkovsky with the first overall pick. And for the 3rd straight year, we would see massive disappointment, as Slaf would finish his debut with 0 points and wouldn't find the score sheet in the first 4 games. With that being said, he was sheltered, as he averaged 10 minutes and 41 seconds in those games. In Game 5, in a matchup against the Coyotes, we would see the potential as Slaf would break the puck into the zone, where a 6'5" Josh Brown would line him up for an open ice hit, where Slaf would show the upside of his size, as he would easily accept the hit, bounce right back up. Josh Anderson, being a good teammate, would finish a harsh check on Brown, which would lead to a turnover.
Try to move it out, turnover here. Slafkovsky scores! First in the National League.
And scores first NHL goal on a whaling wrister. And in the next 20 games, Slaf would build some momentum with 4 goals, 10 points in a limited role. However, he would end the season with 0 points in the last 15 games and a fat -12. With that being said, I see many people calling Slaf a bust, which to me at least is ridiculous. Having a 6'4", 250-pound, smooth skating center is a game breaker. Yes, I know he's playing on the wing, but expect him to start getting center reps in the upcoming seasons. His biggest issues this past season was, for one, adjusting to the NHL ice. Secondly, it was his strength on the puck. So when Slaf figures this out, watch out. So can you name a crazy debut? And what do you expect from Bedard heading into this season? I'm gonna say 37 goals, 74 points. Comment down below. The guaranteed McDavid packs are still in stock, or you're looking for a Connor McDavid rookies, or maybe a nice auto. And as always, thanks for watching.